Today's lesson is called Sophie Turner, Growing Up on Game of Thrones. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
I'm Roger, and today we're going to continue talking about Sophie Turner. Okay, she's had a successful career, and we mostly know about her through the TV series Game of Thrones. Okay, and we did find out a lot of things about her life. She got a pretty early start. Her mother enrolled her in a drama class. She was actually accepted to study at the Royal Ballet School in London, but she turned the invitation down because she wanted to concentrate on her acting. And then she got her big break, her first professional role in Game of Thrones when she was only 13 years old.
Yes. By the way, she's one of the few actors on this show who was there at the beginning and the end. She didn't die on this show. Very often, characters on Game of Thrones did die. They might appear for a single season or for a couple of seasons, and then they'd be murdered or killed off. Yes, Game of Thrones was definitely a gory series. Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll learn some more about Sophie Turner.
Thanks to the popularity of Game of Thrones, Turner quickly gained fame and followers. However, growing up on TV took a toll on Turner. Things started going downhill when she hit adolescence and her body began changing. Seeing comments criticizing her appearance on social media made things worse, and she became depressed and obsessed with staying thin. A turning point came when she met her husband, Joe Jonas, who told her she needed to love herself before they could be together. Therapy and medication, along with her husband's support, have helped her get to a happier place.
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 adolescence 这个字是名词，指青春期。例如 During adolescence, children begin to be more responsible for themselves. 孩子在青春期会开始更懂得对自己负责。接着我们看到一个名词 comment指评语、评论、意见，像是 If you have any questions or comments about the meeting, please send me an email. 若你对会议有任何问题或评论，请寄电子邮件给我。另外，这个字也可以是动词，指做出评论、发表意见，常用 comment on 加名词，表示评论点点点。举例来说 The teacher commented on the student's essay.老师对这名学生的论文发表了评论。再来，我们看到形容词 depressed 指沮丧的、消沉的、忧郁的。例如 It's normal to feel depressed after a loved one passes away. 挚爱的人去世会让人感到沮丧是正常的。或是 Jack has been pretty depressed ever since he lost his job. Jack 自从失业后就一直相当消沉。另外，补充这个字的名词Depression, D-E-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, Depression, 指忧郁、抑郁、忧郁症。举例来说 Many people with depression become good at hiding it from others, so the people around them may never know. 许多有忧郁症的人擅长隐藏病情，所以周围的人也许会不知道。接着我们看到一个单字 obsessed,这个字是形容词，指着迷的，后面常接 with 加名词或动词 ing， 像是 Ben is obsessed with video games. Ben 着迷于电动游戏。或是 Donald was obsessed with making his homework perfect. Donald 一心想要把作业做得完美无瑕。再来，我们看到名词 therapy， 有治疗、疗法的意思。例如My uncle has been going to therapy to help rehab his injury. 我的叔叔一直去做治疗，帮助受伤部位复健。或是 The boy needed special therapy in order to get over his illness. 那名男孩需要特殊疗法才能痊愈。接着我们看到一个单字 medication， 这个字是名词，指药物、药剂，像是 Be sure to take your medication 3 times a day with meals.记得3餐饭后要吃药。
All right, let's talk about the first part of today's lesson. It says, thanks to the popularity of Game of Thrones, Turner quickly gained fame and followers. So, yes, she got an early start here at the age of 13 starring in Game of Thrones. And thanks to its popularity, or because of its popularity, because it was so popular, she gained fame and followers. So fame here is the state or condition of being famous. You could say she quickly became famous and she had followers. So she gained fame, she had fame, she was famous, and she had a lot of followers. She had a lot of fans.
For instance, you could say Lionel has dreams of becoming famous and rich, or he has dreams of getting fame and fortune. Moving on, the next sentence says, however, though, growing up on TV took a toll on Turner. Remember, she started acting on the show at the tender age of 13, and then she was there for quite a long time. She grew up before our eyes. Now, you might think this is great to grow up on Game of Thrones, one of these great TV shows. Well, there were drawbacks to growing up on TV. Apparently, growing up on TV took a toll on Sophie Turner.
Yeah, take a toll on. That means it kind of damages something over time. Like, for example, my friend Daniel used to work at a telemarketing company, and there was a lot of pressure. So because of all the job pressure, it took a toll on him. He suffered from depression and later had to quit that job because of all that pressure. It took a toll on him. But here, growing up on TV took a toll on Sophie Turner here. Of course, if you're a kid starring in a major TV show like that, you're going to be under a lot of pressure as well. So, yeah, it's going to have a negative effect on you eventually.
Yeah, get this. Things started going downhill when she hit adolescence and her body began changing. So she was growing up there on TV and people, saw her growing up. They saw how her body was changing and stuff like that. And instead of keeping their mouths shut, they thought, you know what? I'm going to make a nasty comment about Sophie Turner as she's growing up. Seeing comments criticizing her appearance on social media made things worse for her, and she became depressed and obsessed with staying thin. So maybe as she was growing up, people thought, hey, you're getting fat. And instead of keeping this to themselves, they voiced these terrible thoughts, these comments, and Sophie Turner saw them, heard them, and these things affected her.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's a part of life, everybody. If you want to be famous, you're going to have to accept that there are trolls out there on the internet, and they're going to make those nasty comments on social media. So, yes, they were criticizing her appearance, so she became depressed and obsessed with staying thin. If you're depressed, of course, you're not feeling very happy. You could be suffering from clinical depression, although sometimes we just say, hey, if I'm really sad about something, I'm depressed because my pet hamster died, for example. I'm really sad about that. And if you're thinking about one thing only and you can only think about that thing, then you're obsessed. And a lot of people, of course, are obsessed with staying thin. I can't let myself get fat. Nobody will like me. I've got to stay thin. And a turning point came when she met her husband, Joe Jonas, who told her she needed to love herself before they could be together. Ooh, that's quite a stipulation there. That's quite a condition there. Yeah, if you want to be together with me, if you want to be my girlfriend, you've got to love yourself first. And then we can go out together, we can date, we can go see movies and stuff like that. So that was a turning point, which means when things kind of changed in a big way.
Anyways, more on this turning point. Joe Jonas, her husband, helped her out, helped her get past this depression she was having and stuff like that. And apparently, not only Joe Jonas and his support helped out, but therapy and medication, along with her husband's support, have helped her to get to a happier place. So there you go. She's no longer obsessed with staying thin and no longer depressed either. She's in a happier place. All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Besides remarking on mental health, Turner has spoken out about women's rights. She began working with Women for Women International, which helps women survivors of war after appearing in a rape scene in Game of Thrones. She's also a supporter of the Me Too movement and insists that her contracts guarantee an equal number of male and female workers on the set.
第二部分我们看到一个动词 remark 有谈论说起的意思，像是 remark on or upon something 指谈论评论点点点。例如 Doris is remarking on the news that she saw this morning. Doris 谈论着她今早看到的新闻。最后我们看到单字 rape 这个字是名词，指强暴，像是 The rape scene in that movie looks quite real. 那部电影里的强暴戏看起来很真实。
All right, let's talk about the next part of today's lesson. We'll jump right into it. Here it says, besides remarking on mental health, Turner has spoken out about women's rights. So because of all these things that happened to her, she decided to become a spokesperson for these things. And she remarks on mental health, okay, because she did suffer from depression and she couldn't take those criticisms from those trolls on social media. So later when she got her act together and she was okay, she was remarking on mental health. If you remark on something, you talk about it, you offer comments on it. But in addition to remarking on mental health, she has also spoken out about women's rights.
There you go. And get this. She began working with Women for Women International, which helps women survivors of war after appearing in a rape scene in Game of Thrones.
Okay, so again, Game of Thrones is kind of a violent show. It's kind of gory, and there was a rape scene in that series. Rape, of course, is when somebody forces sex on somebody else, and there was a scene there. So after that happened, she decided to work with this organization called Women for Women International, and that organization, of course, helps women who are victims of war, who are survivors of war, like the civil war in Syria, for example. And she's also a supporter of the Me Too movement and insists that her contracts guarantee an equal number of male and female workers on the set. You've heard of the Me Too movement, so she also supports that movement, and she also insists that her contracts guarantee an equal number of men and women on the set. Guarantee means you make sure something happens, and if it doesn't happen, you're willing to accept the consequences. Like satisfaction guaranteed. If you buy this product and you're not satisfied, you can get your money back. It's guaranteed.
So there you have it. Sophie Turner is in a place, okay, where she can influence others. She has some power in the industry there. So she uses this power to make sure that her contracts guarantee an equal number of male and female workers on the set. Yes, I won't work here unless when I get to the workplace, it's pretty obvious that there are an equal number of females and males on set, because in the past, Hollywood and stuff like that, the entertainment industry was kind of dominated by men. Well, why is that the case? Why can't there be an equal number of men and women on set, let's say? Anyways, with that, folks, it's time for us to finish this part of our lesson. But when we come back, we'll finish our entire lesson on Sophie Turner.
Nearly a decade since first appearing on Game of Thrones, Turner is all grown up and ready to step into new roles. With her recent part as Jean Grey in the X-Men series and more projects on the horizon, this young star is gearing up for a long and successful career.
All right, the last paragraph here sums things up. It kind of brings things to a close here. So, nearly a decade since first appearing on Game of Thrones, Turner is all grown up and ready to step into new roles. So, nearly a decade since first appearing on Game of Thrones. So, that means it's almost 10 years since she first appeared on Game of Thrones. She's now all grown up. She's in her 20s. She's an adult woman. So she's ready for some new challenges. She wants to step into new roles. So this phrase, step into, just means to go someplace that you've never been before. She wants to try something else, to star in a different TV series, in movies, you name it.
Yeah, she's moving on. Game of Thrones is in the past, but the future looks bright for her. Get this, with her recent part as Jean Grey in the X-Men series, and more projects on the horizon. This young star is gearing up for a long and successful career. Anyways, she was recently in one of these X-Men movies as Jean Grey. Jiao, well done there. That's a big role. But that's not all. Game of Thrones is in the past. X-Men is in the past, but now she also has more projects on the horizon. That means she has many things in her future waiting for her. That's what it means for something to be on the horizon. It's waiting for you there in the future.
Yeah, you can see it. The horizon, of course, is where the land meets the sky, so it's kind of far away, but still you can get there. You'll get there eventually. So she's got these ideas in the future on the horizon. And, of course, she's gearing up for this long and successful career. Here to gear up for something just means you're getting ready for something. You are making the preparations. And, yes, she has all this experience having acted in Game of Thrones, having played a part in the X-Men series. And so she's got some other job offers that are going to come to her very soon. They are on the horizon, so she's getting ready. She's gearing up for a long and successful career. Hopefully, she's put all those bouts of depression and insecurity behind her, and she'll be a force to reckon with for many years to come.
Well done there, Sophie Turner. Not only are you a gifted actress, but you've been willing to stand up for women, and you've also been able to take on the issue of mental health. Sometimes people are afraid of talking about this, but you have not shied away from it. After all, you are a survivor of mental health, so you've got things to say, and they're probably worth listening to. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. Don't fret, the Chinese teacher is waiting in the wings.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第一部分提到 Sophie Turner 虽然迅速成名，但是在电视上成长却对她造成负面影响。看到社群媒体上面对她外表的批评，让她很沮丧。那课文用到一个单字 depressed， 它就表示沮丧的、消沉的或是忧郁的。那它是来自动词 depress D-E-P-R-E-S-S。 那我们来学它的字首字根。好， press 它有挤压或是推的意思。那在 depress 这个字当中呢，它的字首 de 表示往下，那么 press 表示压迫。同学们可以试着联想，我们在背重物的时候，那个东西会把我们身体往下压，让我们感到很沉重嘛。那同样的，如果有负面的情绪压住我们，心情也会很沮丧，会让人意志消沉。那所以 depress 这个动词就可以表达使什么沮丧，使什么消沉。好，顺便补充几个相同字根的单字。第一个补充的是 compress C-O-M-P-R-E-S-S， 它的字首 C-O-M 表示完全或者是一起，那么 press 表示挤压，把东西全部都挤压在一起，应该就可以联想到这个 compress 它有压缩或是压紧的意思。如果在后面加上字尾 OR 变成 compressor， 就表示压缩机咯。好，第二个补充的是 express。好，这个字的字首 EX 表示由内向外，那么 press 表示推，把内心的想法或是感受向外推出去，由内向外展露出去，那就可以联想到 express 它有表达表露的意思。好，第三个补充的是 repress R-E-P-R-E-S-S， 它的字首 RE 表示回复或是向后，那么 press 表示压迫。同学们可以试着想，你本来想要发泄的情绪，想要说出口的话，已经到喉咙了，结果你又把它向后压回去，不发泄出来，也许就可以联想到 repress 它有压抑的意思。那么另外 repress 它还有镇压的语义，这也很容易联想，用武力把它压迫回去，那就是镇压咯。好，读到课文第一部分最后一句，他说Therapy and medication, along with her husband's support, have helped her get to a happier place. 治疗和药物以及丈夫的支持，帮助她走过低潮。那这边要介绍的是片语介系词 along with 的用法。第一种呢，是跟课文一样的用法，表示连同、以及或是和什么什么一起。例如 Amy, along with her husband and children, will be attending the event. Amy 连同她的丈夫和小孩会一起出席那一场活动。好，第二个用法是表达除了什么什么之外还有，这个意思就相当于 in addition to 或者是 besides。例如 Along with the skirt, she also bought a hat and a scarf. 除了那件裙子之外，她还买了一顶帽子还有一条围巾。好，那么以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Fame. Golf star Tiger Woods has never liked fame or the media attention that comes with it. Adolescence. Adolescence is known for being a time in people's lives with many ups and downs. Comment. Melanie left a really nice comment about my new haircut on my Instagram post. Criticize. You shouldn't criticize Max if you don't know the whole story of what happened. Depressed. Finding it hard to meet new people, Dylan became depressed and lonely. Remark. The lawyer wouldn't remark on the case when a reporter asked her to. Guarantee. The company guarantees that they pay men and women equally for equal work.
Discussion Starter starts now!
And now it's time for our discussion starter. Hey, Roger. What can we do to reduce the negative effects of fame for child stars?
Well, in order to reduce the pressure that those children face when they're young actors, maybe we should consider using adult actors instead. Okay, the adult actors can practice their high voices so that they sound like kids, and with computer-generated images, we can make those adults actually look like children, and so children don't really have to start acting until they're fully grown up. How about you?
I think we must take care of those trolls. Right now, certain social media platforms like Facebook, they allow people to say whatever they want whenever they want. Now, free speech is great, but Facebook shouldn't be giving these trolls a bullhorn so that people can hear their nasty, nasty thoughts. Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.